ladies and gentlemen, for the 802nd time, it is the Mason and Friends Show. Featuring his Junus, aka El Juperino.
What up, yes?
And me, I am Mahoney. Welcome to the Mason and Friends Show. You know, we're just back at it again, another Just the Two of Us episode. We'd like to give a shout out on this Thursday episode to the big homie Big Mike, aka Sir Chokes a Lot. Big Mike's feeling a little under the weather. We hope you've freshened up, gotten better by now. Hopefully you were good for work tomorrow, even though tomorrow would be days ago when this episode drops. Hopefully you're at work regardless, Mike, getting that paper, earning that cheddar. Shout out to the big homie, Big Mike.
Well, he gonna call me back. I called him because I was gonna ask him something.
He says he's gonna call you?
He said he gonna call me back. I forgot. As soon as I called him, I forgot what I called him about. So.
Oh, when he said he was gonna call you back.
Now he's gonna call me back.
And you're gonna be like, I don't know.
And I'm still trying to remember what the fuck I called his ass about.
The real interesting thing is, since he listens to the show, it's gonna be like, when he's listening to the show, will he have spoken to you by then? Probably, but
it wasn't show related what I needed to ask him about. I don't think. I don't know what the fuck it was. We was talking about the music video.
Yeah, because like, Mike, I need to send you a cut of the new video, so that, because I feel like we need something, like something else is needed. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's decent. I've got a few different angles, just some shit done. Like, it's a serviceable video. You know what I mean? But I feel like we need more. Something is missing. Like, I haven't completed it yet. It's not, we haven't put the finishing touches on, but like, I've done a couple of shots with Mike. I got him when we recorded it in the first place spitting, and I got him standing by your brick wall here spitting. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like something else is necessary. You know what I mean? Maybe we need him driving in the car or eating at the restaurant or something.
There wasn't no sax player or nothing in there. Like,
oh man,
was there a break in that at all or anything like that? Could we get me just bumping the sax over in the corner somewhere or something behind him while he's spitting?
That'd be pretty neat if we could have.
Like out here in the yard, I'd be like out in the yard, just bumping the sax.
Yeah.
But not playing it unless there's some bass in there or something, or some other sax-ish in there.
Well, like having you playing the sax at the proper time. I don't think there's any sax.
I don't think so.
In the, oh shit, I don't even have this one in. Yeah, I don't think there's any sax in the one that we've got. But I don't know, man. I don't know.
You need something. If you need something, you need something pop or something.
Maybe we just have one where you're just chilling behind him with the saxophone, always about to use it, and then you don't.
Yeah, just bring it up and then just go back down, kind of like Jay trying to drive and I drive.
Just constantly, yes, Jay fake driving into one video. Yeah, I mean, you know, we want to have a variety of what we got going on, you know, a variety. As the Jew unit would have said back in the day. I got a lot of variety going on, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that little
oh. Here, this is a little taste of what Mike's got. The video coming soon from Big Mike, aka Sir Chokes a Lot.
Yeah, a Mason and Friends Show exclusive.
Yeah, there's no sax in this.
No, there's not gonna be no sax in this.
Bitches.
Yeah, this is ridiculous.
Go downtown, get nasty downtown. 2 in the pink and 1 in the brown. If you know how it goes.
You can start out, maybe you can start out, because I can play Ain't No Sunshine when she gone, so maybe I can play that.
Can you play that on the sax?
On the set, I can play the beginning, Ain't No Sunshine.
You can do that.
Yeah, I can play that. And
Show
then
me.
he could go right into the joint.
Show me. You got that? Can you do that right now? Dude, can you do that right now? Like, cause that would be a great intro for the video, for sure. My man is making claims, man. We got to get some proof on this shit.
I played that on the show before, though.
You've played it, but you never had anything that you said you could do. You've always been just like fucking around. Now you say,
I can get that first bar, and like I said, I get the Ain't No Sunshine.
wah, 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 wah.
You just spitting right into the video.
That,
And I walk away, and the video starts.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. That could be dope. That could be very dope. And then you walk up and almost play a number of times throughout the rest of his performance.
Keep showing up, peeking up with the shit strapped up.
Well, we can work something out. We could definitely plug you into this video. There's options. You know what I'm saying? We could definitely plug you in. Ladies and gentlemen, the Jew Unit is putting together his saxophone. He's been working on this for months and months. We've had a couple of saxophone experiences here with our boy, the Jew Unit. Oh, look at that. He's pulling his fucking thing out the tube. He's got the moisture wick. Putting it together, y'all, ladies and gentlemen. Woodwind. Yeah, when's the last time you did this? You gotta practice more before you make a lofty statement like you can play Ain't No Sunshine when she's gone. See, because that's the thing. You put that together, we will put that in the video. We'll intro the video, we'll have Mike talking.
Alright, so I'm gonna have to play it.
There you go. Look at you, man. Man, sounded like a goddamn goose up in here. Ladies and gentlemen, the Jew Unit has a saxophone on him, and he actually made a tone there. That was an actual semi-note, I believe.
Yeah, I don't know. That was just.
But it wasn't as, you know what I mean? It's like if you hit something that doesn't sound bad. You know what I mean?
I didn't have the key. I didn't even have the key.
Yeah, but you didn't sound bad. Like you could just blow on a sax and sound bad. Yeah, you get that.
Oh yeah.
Off to the side, all askew.
Gotta find my hat. That's got my shit.
Oh, where teacher tells you what to play?
Yeah, the notes. I don't remember.
Okay. Hey, look, man, that's cool if you got an app that can guide you through. Ladies and gentlemen, the Jew Unit has his saxophone. He's pulling up his saxophone app so that he can play us a little Ain't No Sunshine when she's gone. This is a semi-audition for our upcoming music video entitled Pound Town Remix by Big Mike. Yeah, that one's the best camera. You're pretty good there.
That's good right there.
I'll even lean a little over so that you get all the camera space, you know. Oh shit, look at that, I forgot to change my hat. I like to get my hat break here. Come on now, Jew Unit, playing Ain't No Sunshine when she's gone.
See, that's it.
Alright, yeah, he's getting there. See, he's made a good noise and he made a bad one. All right, bro, you just gonna have to practice more, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to practice more. Yeah, you're gonna have to get that down, because like I would love to have that in the video.
Damn, I just missed it. That's the other one. Get close. Get close. Get your lips together.
You're getting close though, man. I give you a lot of credit right now. Like, you're not nearly where you could be.
Nah.
But I'm trying to encourage you to get this done.
Yeah, bro, you gotta get smoother than that. I haven't even seen it. Oh, here we go.
You got to get smoother than that.
Here we go. Here we go.
Come on now.
I can start on that, and then
I'm saying all we
be like strolling around the video, kind of like that.
just keep doing the almost, like barely touch your lip to that joint, and then take it away.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna get on this action.
Yes,
boys.
ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen.
Sack practice this week. Don't give a fuck what y'all say. Go to fuck outside.
Hells yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we're having saxophone practice at the Jew Unit's house this week. You got to get it right so we can shoot that shit on that video, man. Cause
I like saying offensive shit when like tomorrow I'm gonna say it like I like to be like I'm about to go blow on that thing, right? And all the boys at work, they all like I gotta be pausing because it's kind of like it could be like quarter gay shit saying shit like that, right? So that's what
right.
the new flick is on. Everybody's gotta be a pause. So I like saying super offensive shit. Just keep going with it, and everyone's like, oh pause. Pause, bro. Oh, and
they try to pause you,
and I just keep going.
And you just continue.
But I'd be unpausing them. I'd be like unpausing. I keep going, right? You know, so because I'd be like telling them what's up with the business.
What'd they tell you to pause most recently? What were you saying that they gave them pause?
Anything, because I use a lot. I'm using rod. That's a pause. I use nuts to screw shit together. That's a pause. You know what I mean?
Essentially, anything that you say that they could construe as gay.
Pipe.
They want to. They want to be like, oh, pause. Stop saying gay shit.
Yeah, I was running pipe today. Pause. That's your job,
I had to
bro.
lay some pipe today, and they're like, oh, bro, pause.
You didn't pause on that, bro. That's your job, bro. Like, what we talking
Laying
about
pipe,
here?
screwing nuts, you know, putting rods in where they need to be.
That's our job, bro. Like, what are y'all talking about?
They sound like a bunch of baby motherfuckers,
It's
man.
just that
you deal with some young and dumb motherfuckers, or are they old?
The old and young.
So
It's city shit. It's city shit.
What you're telling me is there's a lot of homophobes in your industry.
They got something. I always tell them I'm cool with my inner gayness. I know what level I'm on, bro. My gayness level. I know what level I'm on. I'm like y'all need to know y'all's level.
Right.
Until you know your level, that's why you're so insecure.
Right. You're uncomfortable.
Theoretically about people just talking about non-gay shit because you assume it's gay shit. Like we hardware. I gotta pause on hardware, bro.
Shut up.
It's like, bro, I'm not saying like I'm not going. I need some hardware. I said if you do a pause and an emphasis on something, then I can see that. But you're like, yo, what's
if you were like, I needed hardware,
boss, I need hardware.
Where.
Yeah. But if you're like, boss, I need hardware, in my mind, I don't feel that's any pause needed on any of that shit. That's not that difficult of a statement to say. But like anything. But with me too,
You just got some super immature people you work with.
Just people just trying to find something to fucking come up with. And then me, of course, I'm cutting in holes in the floor and shit, so I'm always like, yeah, my hole, watch my hole, you know. So, but I always like fucking with them.
Well, but that's what I'm saying. They give you an angle to fuck with them from, and you're not gonna turn that down. Especially, even if it means you've got to turn up your threshold for what you handle as far as saying gay shit.
Don't give me that Easter egg. I'm sucking that bitch right on up like it's the bunny, bro. You know what I mean? Is that Cadbury? Oh, please, bro. I'm up on that thing. Like, come on, man. Because I don't give a fuck. I'm a shit talking motherfucker, you know what I mean? It's just, they don't never mean nothing by it, but it's just, you don't get the day done. You know what I mean? If you ain't having fun.
Yeah, dude. Like, the job sucks so much more when you're not able to, like, be lighthearted about it. I mean...
And I'm humbled as fuck, man, because I'm not like all these other fucks that started working and are, you know, started off making all this crazy-ass money. Like, all these motherfuckers I'm working with, you know, they starting off first, like, apprentices just going to school, making probably like $17, $18 an hour or some shit like that. And I'm like, bro, I had to quit 12 motherfuckers, lie to 8, and then work for 15 years so I started getting that much raise, you know what I mean? Like, I started working at $8 an hour, bro, like...
You paid your dues.
Yeah, y'all motherfuckers getting paid, start off the gate 17, you know what I mean? Like, I had to fucking work everywhere around this rinky-dink motherfucker line, saying I made $1 more than what I actually made. That way they'd give me at least $1 extra or $2. I would say $2. I would say $2, and then they would actually give me $1. You know what I mean? So that's the only reason how I got around this podunk ass fucking place. You know what I mean? Making money, which everybody around like a small town is gonna be working out of their garage.
Yeah.
You know, they may have a goddamn trailer.
Yeah, we might have some work for you this week.
But usually it's their garage they're working out of and shit. You know what I mean?
Which can be okay, sort of.
It can be done, yeah. That means I get started somewhere. But I mean, goddamn, like, You always gotta think you ain't gonna be no better off than your boss is. That's somebody told me that, and you know what I mean. So I don't know who the fuck told me that, but you ain't never gonna be more better off than your boss is.
That's reasonable advice. So
which
find a business.
Makes sense.
Find a business where the guy that's really in charge of it all is super fucking rich,
loaded,
as opposed to just working at some shitty restaurant for some broke motherfucker.
Dude who's fucking living in a double wide trailer or some bullshit like that. You know what I mean? Got his own business to fucking help you conquer the world.
Right. A guy that's not fixing his diesel truck that's 20 years old the way it should be fixed is not taking his business seriously. Know what I'm saying?
But then again, low budget shit. I'm gonna drive my truck to the end. You already know that, and then just
I know that's right.
You know what I mean?
Well, but it's like this show, right? Like I got 3 shitty cameras. I got 1 really good camera. One day I might buy another good camera. You know what I mean? But like it's a slow come up. But that's also, like, I might buy a nice camera when I start doing porno. Unless I don't do porno, I might just buy a nice camera for doing the show. I don't know. Options are bountiful, right? But, like, if you don't take your craft seriously and want to, like, improve it and step your caliber of quality up, like, and that seems to me to be the real problem with the majority of people these days. They don't want to, like, upgrade themselves.
Yeah.
They want to just be, I got to here, that's good enough, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to get better. Yeah, it is hard to get better.
Yeah.
It takes self-reflection.
Work and practice.
That's right.
To get better.
Concentration.
Can't just get better waking up.
Right. And you got to get better at every aspect of life, from literally waking up to, like, engaging with the things that need to get done in order to, like, move yourself to where you want to be. And everybody wants that instant gratification shit. They don't want to work for it, man.
Yeah, no.
And like this show, there might not ever be any fiscal monetary gratification for this shit. I'm doing this shit because I like doing it. I'm getting better at making videos. It makes life suck less having this show in my life, right? So I'm going to continue to do it until it becomes some sort of drag and like actually sucks all the time. Like if I actually don't like this, I'll stop doing it. But it's still fucking fun and interesting, and it's getting easier in a sense. Like, I can do all the stuff I need to do to make the final product. I know how to do all that stuff, and that's why I'm like literally like, all right, cool. I've improved that, and I can continue to improve it with better cameras and such, and maybe actually having a studio one day. But like, like a place we go in and flip a switch, and then we're doing it. We don't have to set up mics and set up cameras and all this kind of shit. Like having the place already prepped. That'd be really dope. But as it is, we ain't there. But I still like doing this motherfucker. Mm-hmm. And ain't nobody got anything. That's the thing you find with people. It's like, motherfuckers, like, what are you out here doing with yourself? Like I got shit to do. Most people don't.
Yeah. Most people don't got shit going on. Bullshitting.
Yeah. They don't want to do nothing.
They don't want to do nothing, no.
Yeah, it's a sad thing. It's a sad thing. I like doing stuff. Like if I could just be retired and have enough money to just do shit, I got shit to do. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people are like, oh, I need to work because what else would I do? Like if I had money, the things I would do, let me count.
Man, like I said, if I had it my way, if I didn't really have to worry about making money, I would just fucking. I'm really about that roach boat, man. I'm really about the roach boat. Because I could be fishing while I'm smoking ribs.
Yeah, and you could have ribs smoking and be blowing weed smoke into that smoke.
Fishing and just...
Fishing.
Just pull up, bro. Y'all want some ribs? Watch the pole. The pole's on the left side. Come on the right. You know what I mean?
Well, you would have to break Jewish Panese tradition and only have one pole.
Nah, I'd have a couple on the side, but I only have them on the side.
You'd have to have a limited amount of poles. One or two, maybe
I would
three.
I'd have a sign up on top of my shit, and it'd be like,
poles on the left, pull up on the right.
Poles on the left, fishing on the right.
You wouldn't go with like starboard or port? Like fishing poles on the port, pull up on the starboard? You know what I mean?
Well, I would just have an arrow. I would just make it easier.
Well, you have like a window.
I would just say fishing poles. It would just be like fishing poles and then parking. Is what it would be.
Parking,
yeah. Cause you can dock up. You gotta dock up while I'm unless I'm anchored.
I was gonna
Either
say
way.
though, wouldn't you want to anchor up somewhere where you'd have better fishing?
Well, I'm gonna be just.
Although you're gonna give away the good holes if you're doing that.
I'm gonna be
right?
just riding, trolling or whatever, just riding. You know what I mean? Just
floating in the current.
Trolling, yeah.
Just go float in the current,
yeah,
smoking
just
ribs.
Floating, yeah, just floating, smoking.
I mean, that'd be a neat thing.
Get on the Facebook and GPS, like where I'm at.
Drop a pin.
Yeah, I'm over here and blah blah blah.
Man,
blah.
we selling ribs when his pants dropped. Holla at your
Type it
boy.
in. Yeah, we got these ribs. Shit, bro. Ribs and I had a little fryer on there. Be frying.
Oh, absolutely.
Ribs and fry, a little combo
dude.
deal. Come
Yeah,
on,
dude.
man.
You do a half rack and an order of fries. Oh,
I'm giving it to them real cheap, man. I mean, you really figure.
absolutely, dude. If you're doing it out of the love,
You figure-
know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
when money ain't a thing, dude.
Well, even still, you don't really need to ride people all like that. Like, I mean, you getting goddamn. I mean, rag of ribs probably $13. You can get what, fucking 12 ribs maybe out of that son of a bitch.
Yeah, dude.
You give somebody two decent ribs and some fries. You know what I mean? $5.
Two
can't beat
ribs
that.
and some fries
Yeah,
for $5.
and a handful of fries for $5. You ain't getting that nowhere else. You know what I'm saying?
That's all right.
You know, shit.
That's all right. That's a hell of a deal.
That's a deal for sure.
Yeah.
And it's right there,
Yeah.
slammed hot at you. Shit.
Yeah.
You know, you can't go wrong. I won't think. 2 for that or fucking 3, 4 for 10 or some shit like that, 3 or 4 or whatever, you know what I mean? Double it up, but give them $1 off, whatever, be double up. And if you're paying 5, giving it double for 9 instead of 10.
Right.
what I
You
mean?
do
Like-
you do 2 ribs for 5, 4 ribs for 9.
Yeah, shit like that, or 3 for 7, something like that, 3
Right,
for 6, something like
right.
that. Just
I mean, it's a thing. It's an angle. It's
you
something you
make
could
$5,
do.
$6 off a rib. You're not going to town, but you're also not worried about wasting gas, paying for gas, because you're also fishing while you're out there.
Yeah, but these
Doing
passion
shit.
projects and such, if you got it to the point where you're not worried about money, like, who gives a fuck, right? Like this
Well, you can
Mr.
still
Beast
stay
character,
afloat,
right?
is what I'm saying. I
Like,
would
look at this
think.
Mr. Beast character out here, like, just giving shit away, man. That motherfucker's nuts. You seen that dude? He's
Yeah.
putting African wells in. I love that, man. That motherfucker's putting 100 wells in Africa. Like, that's so cool. Like, way to set the fucking standard, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like, Oprah built one school for $80 million. This motherfucker's putting in 100 fucking wells.
Yeah, he ain't fucking
Mr.
around.
Beast is blowing Oprah's dumbass out of the water. Like, well done, sir.
And ain't nobody still giving water to Detroit, which can't be much more than putting a
No, but
bunch
it's
of
way
water
different than a
treatment
well.
plants up in that
No, it's
motherfucker.
way different than a well. You got to put in the infrastructure. You got to replace the piping.
All
Like,
right, well, yeah.
That's the thing. It's the expense,
So every
dog.
motherfucker that ever grew up in Detroit that fucking played football or baseball or fucking basketball,
Touche.
they made billions and millions of dollars off of that
Cecil
goddamn
Fielder, where
city.
you at, Cecil
Why
Fielder?
the fuck can't all y'all get together and throw down $500,000 to these motherfuckers and then write it off as a tax contributor? You know what I mean? Can't you donate $500 and write it back off and then get some of it right the fuck back? I mean, come on, man. If all y'all fucks put down $500 or even $250 between all the motherfuckers that made y'all millions and millions and millions of dollars to suck, I'm pretty sure none of y'all in Detroit never won a football fucking trophy in I don't know how long.
Right,
I mean,
right.
the Tigers, I think, won something in the last 15
Right?
years.
If
I
Barry
think maybe.
Sanders ain't fixed a
But-
neighborhood, like, what the fuck, bro?
I mean,
That's a great example, though, man. You're
yeah,
right.
I mean, if any of them, they got the money for it. Why the fuck would they not
See-
try to contribute just a little bit back? Because it can't be done but put back 5, 6, 7 water treatment plants up in that
Yeah,
son of a
that's
bitch and
no,
make it
that's a
fucking
solid.
crack-a-lackin'.
Well, I mean, the treatment plants and the infrastructure, though, because the pipes are bad, right? The pipes are rusted out and shit. They're like contaminated. So replacing the pipes
Yeah,
is
but
not
I'm sure
cheap.
if dude, I gotta fuck your crib up a little bit, or I gotta fuck your yard up and then put it right back, and you ain't gotta pay for shit. I'm sure the black people, the white people, and the Mexican people,
Oh, no,
be like,
no.
yeah, come on up in here, bro. If you put everything back,
I'm agreeing with that.
Yeah,
I'm just
all day
saying
long.
the scale of it is massive,
It's
and
deep,
that's
yeah,
what
it's deep,
that's
but-
what holds them back. Is nobody wants to start on
Well,
a
that's
scale
why they
project
need
that's
more
that
than,
big.
or just a Bezos motherfucker, you know what I mean, to come up in there. But other than that, like, that $1 million athletes have been in there. I don't know, man. Everybody talking about donating and all that, but don't nobody. I mean, it's a lot, but it can't be all that much to get shit going up in that motherfucker. Like, that's ridiculous. That
Well, I mean, if we spent the money that we spend on wars abroad on our own
that's
country,
just. But we're
I mean,
never gonna stop that. We've done that forever. We always do that.
Well,
like,
that's what our primary product is. We sell war. That's like
And,
what we do.
and it's not even money we have that we're giving away.
Yeah, we just print it up.
We've been giving away fake money forever now.
Yeah, we just print out more
people still
money.
taking it. Like,
It's crazy.
at this point, these people got to know. China and them got to know it's fake money.
Well, but that's
Everybody
the reason.
we give it to, you got to know it's fake ass shit.
But that's why BRICS is happening. There's a whole other like monetary infrastructure fund that's being conceived around not using American dollars anymore. It's one of the things that's been building for a long time that's really gone into hyper mode under the Biden administration, because everybody sees just how much full of shit we are, and all these different countries are coming together and creating a whole different currency that we're probably going to get locked out of.
I'll guarantee it.
And the value of the dollar is going to plummet, and then we're good and fucked. We'll be third world soon. And then everything's going to really split up when like all the crazy people that are here start fighting over shit and ideologies and all that nonsense. You're going to have like little fiefdoms all over the place. I mean, the whole thing stands a real big chance of spiraling out of control.
Oh, yeah.
It's really fucking fucked up right at this point. And there's no good options if you got Trump and Biden. My God. Terrible options.
Nah.
Like, that's what I'm saying. RFKJ, bitches, all day. That's Robert F. Kennedy Jr. That motherfucker's polling like mid-20s at this point. Like, he's like the highest independent candidate like in my lifetime, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Like, he's making a whole lot more splash. And the mainstream's still like ignoring him as much as possible. It's kind of like
Well, they're going to.
they're going to have to as long as they can. But if he can stick around and get on some ballots,
He's a threat to all of them, so they're all going to try to ignore his ass.
yeah, both sides don't want to acknowledge him at this point. But he's big, man, because he says stuff, dude. He says things nobody else says. It's kind of awesome.
Well, they can't really talk shit about him either. Like, they can't talk about his people because we don't shot them motherfuckers and shit. You know what I mean? So it's not like
Yeah.
now you can talk about those fuckers because y'all shot them. So y'all can't talk about them. And as y'all, I mean they,
Yeah,
the government,
yeah, they
who
did it.
associated everything together.
Well, and
you
that's
know
the
what I
thing.
mean?
He's like, he come out and said it too. He's like, the CIA killed my fucking
That's
uncle.
what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, they did, dude. Like, nobody can deny it. They can't come out and be like, nah, bro, that wasn't us.
no, they ain't happened. You
They
can't
don't-
say it ain't happened. You can't say it wasn't y'all.
They can
y'all
just be
can't
like,
say shit.
They just sitting there like, huh? What? Huh?
What happened? That really happened?
Y'all cooking chicken?
Yeah.
What's going on?
So like they can't really bad talk that motherfucker. Like they ain't gonna have no dumbass complaints like RFK. Can you believe he did this to these people on this day? Would you vote for him or vote for me? Kind of dumb shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, they don't have the bad record to point to.
Not really.
Like, Biden and Trump both have things that
oh
can
my
be
god,
pointed
man!
to
Any of them.
that this guy doesn't
Trump,
have.
they're gonna light Trump up just by being fake arrested or locked up. Did he go to jail yet, or he ain't
Nah,
in jail?
he ain't
So-
going to jail yet. He got arrested like in Georgia. They booked him and mugshotted him, but
But they would let him out same day, or he just bailed out.
Yeah, they just moved him right through it. They just wanted to get a mugshot.
They just need a buckshot.
It's all
They just pulled him
political,
in and just let him ride around.
It's
leave.
all political bullshit.
All right, you good? You good to go? You can take. You gonna take off, Trump? Sorry about that.
Especially now they got like, apparently Fulton County had a lot of shady shit going on. They're starting to like uncover videos and shit about like people rescanning multiple ballots. Like the ballot got scanned multiple times. Like,
For which one, Trump or Biden or both?
I think both, but I'm not really sure. Like from what I've seen, like it sounds like there was a lot of shenanigans
Gotta
going
be
on in
both,
Georgia,
man.
bro.
There's no fucking way that there's that many stupid motherfuckers in America. I don't vote.
It's hard to believe.
But I know if I was going to vote, I'm not voting for a half senile motherfucker that can't even fucking talk.
But
like
the
he
people
can
that
barely
do
talk
vote,
then.
but the people that do vote are so ideologically blinded against Trump.
They can't they can't unsee that, though.
Yes, they can. They won't even acknowledge what's going on.
That dude can't talk. You hate somebody that bad that where you gonna?
That's right. That's right. They would rather burn everything down because of something they hate so much. It's like the Republicans,
God
right?
forbid if Trump was black,
it's
then
like the
they'd
Republicans
be
losing massively every election lately, and they've been beating the drum about abortion really hard, and they're like losing because of abortion. I told my dad, who's a Republican for years, if you guys got off the abortion shit and just like worked your other angles and didn't fucking beat the drum about abortion all the time and how you want to take it away.
Why is that such a hot topic, man? You should just let
people live their lives.
people live their fucking lives, man. That's freedom of person, man.
Right,
let them
right.
live their fucking lives. They're not killing nobody yet because that person's not a person yet, man. Let them kill them. Let them. I mean, goddamn, that's just the same bullshit. Why you got these still stupid motherfuckers in death row just waiting to take a bullet? Man, line them up, man. Find some of these crazy motherfuckers that like shooting people and be like, I got the job for you, crazy Timmy. Just show the fuck on up here. You can bring your own AK, cuz. We'll check it out, make sure it ain't killed nobody else and no registered people, and then you'll be good to go.
That's pretty interesting.
And then we'll swap out the next crazy ass motherfucker.
That's pretty interesting. Because you know how they do firing squads, right? They'll put like blanks in a lot of the guns so that you don't know if you really kill them or not, and then 4 or 5 or 6 people will line up and all shoot at the same time. So then it's not psychologically on you.
That's
so
what you need to do.
You get volunteers and you load them up.
There you go.
That's a super interesting route to go.
We need to get 7 crazy motherfuckers and one get them around.
Well, because I'm not like super for like capital punishment per se, but like if you're like if you're at that point of where that's what's going to happen, why are we going to keep you alive for 20 fucking years? You should fucking pop that motherfucker and move on.
That's the problem. Everybody in that row, they appealing. Man, y'all don't did it, dog. If you in death row, at least 12, 7. How many juries are? I ain't been a jury yet, but at least 7 motherfuckers.
12 people in a jury.
12 fucking people came together and figured out you's a cruddy motherfucker. Appeal it one time and then take the fucking bullet. Get off my goddamn money, man. That's bullshit. Like, why are we paying taxes and all this other shit to keep these stupid motherfuckers living good, living better than the homeless motherfucker that asks me for a chicken biscuit every time I go to goddamn McDonald's up there in the goddamn city? I see that broke ass motherfucker every goddamn day. You motherfuckers, man. Bullshit.
Yeah, dude. Yep, that's right. There's a bunch of bullshit going on out here. Ain't nobody interested in helping nobody. It's all about stroking one's own ego and making everybody. You know what the problem is? It's that the political parties don't want to actually solve the problems. They want to maintain the problems so they can use those problems to get themselves reelected.
And it's something to talk about.
Right.
Because
if the Democrats, when they had control of Congress and the House and the presidency multiple times, had actually codified Roe versus Wade into an actual federal law, then there would be some sort of finality to it. But that's not there, so now all of the states are going about it however they want to go about it, and everybody's raising hell. Because nobody wants any kind of regulation. The people that want abortion to be legal want it to be wide the fuck open. But, like, no right is wide the fuck open. Like, if Second Amendment's going to be held back, and, like, abortion should be too, you know? Like,
that should be your own right, man. Like I said,
it's your body.
It's your body,
and you gotta
man.
carry that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
So I get raped by my uncle.
Yeah, they want you to carry.
I gotta have my fucking.
That's right.
I gotta have this dunkel.
They want you to carry that dunkel through.
He's gonna have a dunkel.
I think
man.
you should have like 20 weeks or so to decide you want to shut it down, and any time after that should be like. So if the doctor says it's necessary,
it's not. It's in my mind. It's not technically a person until
it's baked and come out the oven.
I'll give it halfway in.
That's what I'm saying, 20
which
weeks.
Is 4 months, which you can see the dick or the vag.
Right.
I give it then. At that point in time, yes, you might be almost killing somebody.
Right, and that's my point. They say 32 weeks is viable or whatever to live outside of the womb and all that shit. I think you should be getting it done before that time, right?
That's a lot. You know in a month.
Right. I'm saying.
So that's
like,
3 month window to bullshit
To me,
around.
it's
That's
like I'm looking at 4 or 5 months of like you've got to figure out that you want to get it done. And to me, I'm sorry, I think that's a reasonable amount of time to make a decision to do that. I think after that time,
a whole month. I think a whole month to think that out. Like you got a whole goddamn month to
you
think
got
about
months,
something.
dog. You got
You
months.
got really three to think, but I mean, goddamn, I only need a month to think about some super serious shit.
Shit, bro, I've had that decision made long before I even had the
I don't need a month.
action going
but
on.
I'm gonna say a month at the fucking max. A whole
Shit, I'd have been
motherfucker need to think
carrying
about.
morning after pills if I was this individual.
I mean, like I said, that shit, the world's fucked up, man. Like,
See, and that's the real issue is they don't want to actually have like a solved compromise. Everybody wants like all or nothing.
All or nothing.
And it's fucking stupid. 0 weeks on abortion is wrong. 40 weeks on abortion is wrong. Come up with a number in between, codify it into a federal law, shut that shit down. This is the way it is, and fucking move on. Like, okay, that's been decided. Now let's find something else to fix. Like, the country to me is like a used car, right?
Yeah, it's just-
There's all sorts of things that are the matter with it, and it's all about like picking what needs to be done the most and doing it. Fix that problem. Okay, we fixed it. Now what's the next fucking problem?
Tighten up the little shit.
Right. Exactly. Eventually, we might be like, oh, look, we can polish the we can get it a paint job or whatever. But we're so far from anything aesthetic in the reference of an automobile as a used automobile, right? You buy a used car, you got a lot of shit. You're going to have to buy some tires, some brakes. You might need a wheel, some bushings here and there. So many little things that you're going to need to do, right? Long before you ever worry about putting 10 on the windows and making sure you got some based out subs or whatever. Like, you can't trick that bitch out while the motherfucker's still leaking oil all over the damn place.
Car right there, 30 days. I just swapped the rotors out on that bitch. But I knew when I bought it, but I'm like, I'm not really going to hassle y'all for $20 rotors that I got to rock out of.
Well, and that's like, one of the things about maintaining a car, bro. If you just do the little things and keep doing it and keep fixing it, it'll be all right. It'll treat you good. The same's true of a country. We don't treat nothing right. We don't fix our fucking water. We don't fucking give anybody anything. Fucking Maui burns to the ground. We used to be kicking people out, selling it off to the fucking rich people.
We don't give a fuck.
We don't give a fuck. It's all about like, how's the crony capitalism gonna fucking benefit me and my fucking buddies?
Yeah, how we gonna eat? How we gonna eat?
Right, how we gonna eat? Fuck everybody else.
How we gonna eat?
That's exactly right.
It's the corporate world thing.
Right. It's such a bigger thing than the
corporate
things
fucks, y'all ain't gonna eat if us little fucks don't eat. That's what y'all big fucks don't understand, because y'all goddamn Nebraska universities ain't tell y'all that shit. Because y'all took all the educational classes that you needed in the world, but they ain't have a goddamn common sense class back around the corner, which they should have had in the trailer at all the goddamn campuses to let y'all on a little bit of something that just because it says it works, sometimes, motherfucker, the shit don't fucking work. And that goes for every motherfucking thing. Shit can say it's all you gotta do. But usually that's not all you got to do.
Right.
Like today, fucking, I was riding, coming down, boys slept over down yonder, sleepover, and I was riding back, and I seen the van on the side of the road, and I'm like, flat tire. I said, man, I should help them motherfuckers. But I seen another car with them, and I'm like, man, I got shit to do. So I went to Walmart, right? Tried to do my shit and Home Depot. But as soon as I pulled in the parking lot, the one mom hit me up where I picked my kid up from. Was like, yo, what's the name's broke down on the side of the road over here. And I'm like, fuck.
Right, if you had stopped and helped.
God damn it. So I'm like, fuck. So I'm like, all right, bet. And I'm like, all right, I'm on the way. But I came back here. Luckily, I came back here, was able to, and I grabbed my jack, my good jack, my 2-ton jack, and my tire iron. And I went over there, and that mother ain't shit but a spare tire. I said, God damn, man. But also, luckily, I also had the other little hand crank jack, you know what I mean, for the truck. Because I had to jack that up to actually get my 2.5 jack underneath. Because the bitch was sitting that low, you know what I'm screaming?
Damn.
Because nowadays, they go, every car's got that little lip now and shit on the where the plastic meets the fucking metal and shit. For some dumb reason, you can't go on the whole frame like I used to do with every other car I fucking fuck with. So I had to bump that up just a little bit, just enough to get the fucking jack in there. You know, swapped everything out. But if I ain't had none of that, I'd have been shit out of luck. I'd have been out there with my socket set and shit, trying to figure out what goddamn socket is to take this motherfucker off.
Yeah, and that's one of the things about the world these days. People roll so unprepared. Like, they're not ready.
Not ready at all.
Ain't nobody ready. I mean, fuck. I mean, shit. I ain't ready on some things. Like, You know what I'm saying? But some things I am
not ready either.
I'm not ready on everything, but like I'm aware of what I'm not ready about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if I get a flat, I'm gonna be like, okay, well I'm gonna have to do something about this, like because it's a totally different ball game in this car as opposed to that car, right?
I didn't fuck with flats. No, I ain't been done with that. Like I'll get my spare tire. I went and got the whole rim and a whole spare tire. I said, fuck the donut. I'm done with that. Like.
Right, like I don't even have one with the Vet, and it's got two different size wheels on it from front to rear.
Yeah, what do you do about that? You know what I mean? Like
get a tow truck.
You can't have you physically can't have a donut that accommodates either both tires.
I got nowhere to have. You got
one or the other. See, Miles and I ain't have nothing.
Right,
you know what I mean?
And that's what I have. I have nothing.
Yeah, because you can't. The back tire and front tire are nowhere near close.
Right. If I have an issue, I'm going to have to get a tow truck. But that's how you play the game, right?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
People are like, you put 93 octane in that? And I'm like, you goddamn right I do. You got to pay to play, bitch.
Yeah.
Like it's part of the It's part of the deal. Now, like I could load up the Buick with like a full size spare. I think I got something in there, but like once again, like these, I work at a dealership, man. I'll get some shit done if I need it to be done.
Yeah.
Like I'll get it towed there if I have to. Like I'm not sweating it. You know what I mean? Like when I had the Acura, man, I was running a full size jack, full size spare. I was ready to handle it wherever, anywhere, all the time.
Like I said, that's the way I'm saying. Wow, I do construction, so I'm too busy. I got flat tires all the fucking time.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm running over.
I mean,
nails and all kinds of stupid shit.
These things happen.
To fucking be there.
Right, and these things happen.
But you can't fuck with a donut.
To me, that's right. I don't want a donut.
Because it's too difficult. You may not be able to get to the goddamn store that day and get the fucking tire.
Right, it's too dangerous.
It's dangerous as fuck. I really got to go 30 everywhere.
50. I got a max of 50 on this.
50 at the max.
I did that once in my Integra, and I was like, we're done. I got full size spare. I built a box that fit in the back. I had a whole deal. I had that filled with spray foam to keep it from vibrating, dude. I had a lot going on with that thing.
Back in the day, the truck, I run the truck all the way. I run the truck fucking on the donut. I ended up popping a donut. I was running that joint.
I'll bet you did.
And the truck came pick me up. He said, you ain't got a donut? And I said, yeah. As he's walking around, he's like, oh. I said, yeah, it's right there. He's like, yeah, all right. I see now. I was like, yeah, bro.
I see what's happening.
Yeah, it's difficult. But I don't have nothing for the truck. I got like 5 different spare tires out there and a lot of donuts, but none of them fit that, like some of these other cars that I've had and shit.
I could put something in the Buick, and I might at some point. I probably will. You know what I mean? Because it's like, it's got the space. I could put I could get a full size wheel. You know what I mean? There's a lot that could be done to be more prepared for an issue. You know what I'm saying? But like, I'm not going to be mad at myself, and I'm not going to call a bunch of people. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to deal with it. Okay, this is where I'm at. This is what I need to do.
Yeah.
Like, I guess that's what adulting is, right? Like,
yeah, basically.
Like I had the mouse in the mouse trap the other day. I didn't want to deal with it, but I dealt with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to deal with a mouse trap. That's disgusting. But what you going to do? Dad, can you come down here and deal with this at 2 o'clock in the morning or what the fuck? Man, fuck all that noise. Like, hey, can I hire somebody to come over? Like, that's the kind of shit, literally, there are apps these days that people will do that.
Cat ain't gonna eat that shit anyway, right? Cats just like kill mice and just show it to y'all. They don't like to kill. They don't like to.
No, they'll eat them. If they're hungry
enough, they'll eat them.
Yeah.
I thought he just killed them and just.
Nah, man.
Like,
I had a cat that would leave pieces of the animal. She would catch the animal, eat it, and then like leave the gallbladder by the door. Hey, yo, you want this? I'm not gonna eat this. You want it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, here's a tail. Here's a squirrel tail.
You pick it back up the next day after you realize you didn't want to eat it?
Yeah, we would trash it. We would get rid of it. You know, that was a cat that was leaving us presents. You know, we took care of it.
It would be nice if the cat come back and be like, oh, yeah, I don't want this shit, goddamn. All right, let me just drag it on back over here.
No, you know, we would throw the squirrel tail into the trash can, and then another squirrel tail would appear a week or two later. You know what I mean? I'm sure she meant well. You know what I'm saysaying? So,
it's just giving back.
Good kitty. Yeah,
that's right. Giving back,
That's right.
That's why they kill and drag it back and show it to y'all, to the motherfuckers. But like, yeah, look what I did.
Yeah, man.
Look what I can do. Like Stewart, was it Stewart? Look what I can do. Look what I can do. But yes. It's okay. I told Lop, don't even worry about hitting me up because I still don't remember what the fuck.
Yeah, who knows what we was talking about, bro?
I'm gone about this point now. But I don't know. Check out the YouTube. KSDAFSH for re-suspended?
Yeah, there's got to be videos out there. I think they might even be on my page. I don't know.
KSDAFSH That'll bring up, I think, Let's Get Physical.
Oh, right, because I used your page to load those
Let's
up.
Get Physical. There's a 6.9 trailer joint on there.
Yeah, Fast and Furious 6.9.
Fast and Furious 6.9. And then there's the Corolla. There was the Corolla where
When you
there was
were ghost riding the whip.
Yeah, Ghost riding the whip. There was that one, which I don't remember what the fuck that one was.
That was
I want to
nuts.
say resuspended, man. If y'all was listening to, which I know y'all was, to the last episode, y'all heard the shit at the end, the nonsense, man. Check out the video with it. It's luscious. I'm telling you, it's not gonna disappoint, man. And check it out, bro. And if you're also bullshitting on the Bandcamp, check out the Bandcamp G Unit.
Yeah, there's 6 or 7 albums.
6 or 7 albums on there. The photo cover of the first one was the mullet on the tractor. That's a luscious album cover. It's a luscious album cover, man. I need to check it out. That's the first one.
Yeah, dude, there's a lot of them out there, and there's even more to come. At some point, I'll sit down and load the rest of them up onto the Bandcamp.
Hey, y'all need to check out this realness, man.
There's only been a couple of purchases on the Bandcamp page, so like, step your game up, y'all. Buy some Jew Unit tracks.
Check out the merch too, man. My boys, I had a little. I went to the man. Okay, shout out to Good Feet Store. Fuck you, Good Feet Store. You ever met somebody who went to Good Feet Store? Cuz you ever know somebody went to Good Feet Store, bro? I went over there thinking I'm getting some basic insoles and shit over this motherfucker.
They wanted like $6,000 bucks.
Dr. Show shit, bro. I'm gonna tell you, bro. I went over there. This motherfucker did a little black jump, like the fingerprint, like what they do with the fingerprint shit, but he put it on a little foot pad and I stepped on it. He got my shit. He put a little pad up there. He went to back, came over there, he sat on up. He put on these shoes, whatever, and I walked around with these soles and walked around with the other jump and walked around with the other step. Right? He got done to the price and this motherfucker bring over a whole fucking laminated card and shit talking about you got a HSA, FSA account. We can do credit line and shit. What you talking about credit line, kid? I mean,
yeah, you're gonna have to finance these fees.
I'm thinking I'm coming at you giving you maybe 150 at the max. You know what I'm saying? I'll give me Dr. Scholl's at the Walmart on the little machine for 48, 49, whatever.
Right.
So I'm thinking the most y'all crackers gonna hit me with is 149.99, right? This motherfucker, right? So he
They got a store, dog. They got overhead.
Yeah, he put this little massager down, and little foot massager down up on this motherfucker. So I put my shit. I'm grimy. I come back from work, so I'm grimy as shit right here.
So you in there, feet stanking?
So I'm in there, feet. Yeah, I changed my sock for him out there in the parking lot. I appreciate them, you know what I mean. But I have my boots, so I can't apologize for that. They work boots, you know what I mean. They got some hot damn coming off from natural, you know. But like I said, changed my sock.
Right.
So. He measured my junk and he come back with that junk. He got my foot. I'm on the foot massager. He like, yeah, how that feel? I said, yeah, I ain't really like it, man. I'm not like a foot massager kind of guy, really, but I just don't want to hurt his fancy and tell him, but like, I don't need this shit. And it was free, so I'm gonna take it anyway. I'm gonna suck up any of it because it's free. So he come back talking about fucking $2,800 for the top tier of this 3-step fucking insole program, bro. Tater chip. And I'm like, dude, what? And but that come with the massager. The cheapest shit was $14.99, cuz $1,400 and not $14.99. $14.99.
Yeah, not $150.
Yeah, $1,500. Not even $14.95. Like, keep sliding the point over, bro. And that's the cheap joint. And that's just for these fucking insoles. Little 3 different step insoles that's gonna change my world and shit.
Bullshit.
$1,500, bro.
Bullshit.
I'm about to go to the goddamn foot dude, the real foot dude, with podiatrist. Is it a podiatrist?
I think so.
That motherfucker, and he gonna charge me probably $280 probably for some foam slides. Like, I'm gonna mold my shit. I'm gonna put my shit like when you go to when you're getting braces, you know, I'm screaming. I'm gonna get the damn ooze up and all around my foots, I would think. You know, I'm screaming.
Right. You get the custom shoes made where you put your foot in the thing.
Do a little shrimp, I'm gonna shrimp, and then line me up, blood. And I'm gonna probably pay $200 for a slide-in insole from these fuckers, which should be my foot perfect or whatever the fuck, whatever. Which is still $1,200 cheaper than fucking Tim Goodfeet Fuck you, you fucking ass clown, for stealing that money from these goddamn old ass, crippled, white, dumb ass, money making cracker fucking motherfuckers. Why, bruh? Why? Why? $1,500 fucking dollars, man? That goddamn insult better blow me every fucking 7 months just because it feels like it. I don't know how it will, but it better
come with a hand job.
I mean, goddamn, it's something. I fucking hit up Lisa with that show. She said, "What is that $1,500?" I was like, "That's the cheapest I was walking out there with." You know what I mean? With these fucking, goddamn. They had shoes up for sale. The shoes was probably Asics. You know what I'm saying? It was probably $906
for a pair of
Asics, basically.
Yeah.
But Boosics, because they wasn't Asics, you know what I mean? Whatever the fuck.
Yeah, some basics.
Goosics or whatever they want to.
Basics.
Yeah, Basics.
That's some bullshit.
Ladies and gentlemen, with that said, we're going to have to bring this episode of the Mason and Friends show to a close. We'd like to thank you very much for listening. We'd like to encourage you to listen to old episodes as well as new episodes. We'd like to wish you a reminder to be nice to people that look like you, be nice to people that don't look like you, don't be a dick. Keep grinding on the shit you're trying to get done, because that is how things get done. Don't forget, we believe in you. We wish you nothing but the best. Today we're going to do a little Russian Roulette for the homie Jew unit. And we're going to do a song called Fake Beard to Miley's Party in the USA. So, we'd like to provide you with a little bit of something lighthearted after all this madness.
I like me some Haney Montana.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. But anyway, big up to Hanya Montana. And here's the Jew Unit's version of Party in the USA.
Peace, bitches.
Peace be with you.
Catch you next week. Be safe.
Absolutely. We love you very much.
Don't do nothing I won't do. Hell yeah. Miley, motherfucking Cyrus, Hanya, Montaigne. Yes, sir. Here we go. Sitting in my room on a Friday night, just looking at myself in the mirror. I got the brush down on my slick mullet, trying to look real sexy now. Trying to make a fake beard so I get some beard oil, cause I know everybody's wearing the oil. I ain't never seen nobody without the beard oil on a Friday night looking real slick. I got the new balance on tight, need the beard oil for the fake fucking beard that's there. I guess I could grow a beard myself and then have the beard oil on the rear beard. Guess it look a lot better, but the mullet is slick. Put your hands to it, it's fucking real. Ain't no expensive, that's a real man here. See all the grades as I got fucking kids. They don't fucking listen, wanna strangle them. That's what's wrong with the world today. Don't nobody wanna beat the fucking kids. Let them scream and let them yell. Grab them by the throat, squeeze a little bit. Say shut the fuck up like we did 20 years ago. What's the problem with y'all and your fucking kids? Just shut the fuck up for I need you a little bit, you little motherfucker. Shut the fuck up. Everybody grown got beat before. It's not beast the discipline, fucking listen. But some got abused, some took it away. Now we gonna go back to being kids in school. Yes, sign a permission slip. I don't know how I feel about that. I might become a teacher so I can beat kids. Nah, I ain't gonna do that. I don't like them enough. I can't be a teacher cause I don't like kids enough to talk to them. And my memory sucks to remember names. I have it difficult with that. I can barely remember my own name and I'll never forget my kids. Hey, I got two of them, yeah. Got 2 kids. See, I forgot that. I'm not a good fucking teacher. Fuck them. They ain't teaching shit. Stepped in the club with my mullet tight and it just fucking screaming right. Cause the wind hit it, the fan was on like a motherfucking Patrick Swayze movie. Yes sir, I had that dirty dancing song on, thinking playing the background. The white girl's panties started fucking dropping. They stopped running, gonna run up to me. I was gonna catch that bitch, but I dropped her, yes. And then next thing I knew, it was my own fault. I had that big old bitch running right at me. I couldn't get out the way cause I was blocked, so I tried to catch her, but it didn't move. So I swung to the left, dipped and down, and she fell to the ground. And the one girl screamed, oh my God, that's my friend, he hit her. And then I said, check please, I'ma dip out, yes. I called the bartender, said, I'ma pay my tab, yes. I was a good guy with the fucking mullet. And that's a no, they said I beat the big girl. And I said I was out fucking numbered. I'm trying to keep my shit together, but I love this shit, man.